Right, we're going to have a little look at wheel bearings and how you know, or how you can diagnose if there's going to be a problem, or they're playing up, or they're going to need replacing. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive along a bit, because I think this car, Mark III Golf, I think it's got a wheel bearing on the way out, and hopefully we'll be able to pick it up and hear it on the camera, so you can see how it sounds when you think your wheel bearing might need replacing. But let's have a drive along and see if we can pick it up on the camera and see if we can hear the noise. It's coming up to about 50. I think there's a sort of a whining, pulsating, whining, low vibration noise, and I think it's coming from that rear wheel arch there. Now I'm going to see if it gets any louder. We're going to go to about 50 now. Now I think that sounds quite whiny, and I think it's coming from over there. What we can also do is just slip it into neutral and take the revs off, just to make sure it's not an engine noise, and see what happens. That's revving it, but as we slow down, the pitch has gone from a bit of a high pitch, it's starting to get a bit lower down the pitch now. We're going to have a look, take the wheel off, and just check it out and see if it is a wheel bearing. So I've got the car jacked up, jocked under that wheel, front and back. I'm just going to give it a spin, see if we can hear it. Now you can kind of just hear the drum, the pads just skimming on the drum, but most of that noise, I think, does sound to me like the bearing. Right, I've got the car jacked up, got the axle stand. Now interestingly, when I took the wheel off, this little hub, this grease protector thing, cap, this just fell off. It wasn't secured at all, so that's a sign that, because this is a protective cap to stop water, dirt, all sorts getting in there, and that was just kind of hanging off like this, so that was interesting. But anyway, now it does look to me, if you see that, but it doesn't look great. The grease does look a bit tainted by the rusty shade of red brown, so it's always a good time when you take your hub off as well to check the condition of your brake shoes. Right, there we go. Let's release the other half now. You can see that. Not looking too bad. Man. Let's have a good listen to this. Now that sounds awful. And that's just pressing down, not that hard. Wait for the traffic to go past outside. Yeah, that's not good. When you've got the races out, I would highly recommend using a pair of Calvin Klein pants as a way to get all that out. No, it's about a £20 pair of pants there, reduced to scraping out a load of old grease out of a wheel bearing. But there you go. That's what you get. That's what you get for designing the Nazi uniform, Calvin Klein. Clean all that grease out, all the old grease and all the old grit, and get that all nice and cleaned up. Now we're going to lift this up. There you go, sits that in there nicely. Feels better already. And then last but not least, our nice new cover that came with the kit. And that's just going to tap in. Now let's have a look. Straight away, there's none of that grinding sound, that rumble. Time to do the rumble test. Let's see what it sounds like now. That is a vast improvement. Right, we're back on road, and you know, it was definitely a dodgy bearing, but I guess the test is, what's it going to be like on the road? So I think already it's quieter. Typically it's just started raining, so you might hear a bit of the rain noise. But there's definitely no pulsating whining coming from that side of the car. I mean, it was crazy going down a motorway. It got to the point where it got really loud, and now it's lovely and quiet. So it's a weird one, because the noise of these wheel bearings, it kind of creeps up on you. I'm just going to drive along quietly now so you can see. I know there's a lot of noise with the windscreen, but so there you go. Thanks for watching.